Something shocking just happened in Tampa Bay. Two players you never expected are gone, and it's shaking up the Buccaneers' entire roster. Fans are talking, analysts are questioning, and the drama is real. You do not want to miss what comes next. Hey, Buccaneers fans! James here, and today we've got some big roster news that's making waves in Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers just released two players, and yes, this is the move that made room for Jace Munn and Javen Farr. But the story behind these decisions? That's where it gets really interesting. First up, quarterback Michael Pratt. This one is a real head-turner. Pratt hasn't practiced at all this year in training camp because of a lower back injury, not a single session. The team decided to waive him injured, and honestly, it raises a lot of questions. Just last year, Pratt was on the practice squad, and the Buccaneers were really high on him. They even had him on their radar during the draft before he went to the Packers as a 7th-round pick in 2024. The moment he was released by Green Bay, Tampa Bay snatched him up immediately. So now, to see him waived? That's a twist nobody saw coming. Then there's kicker Ryan Coe. Now, this one might not be permanent. The team released him, yes, but there's a strong chance he could return to the practice squad. It feels like the Buccaneers just needed roster space, and Coe could easily be back if he doesn't land elsewhere. The bigger picture? These moves could tell us a lot about the team's plans for quarterback depth and special teams, and maybe even hint at some surprise shakeups we'll see later in the season. Tampa Bay fans, this is the kind of drama that gets hearts racing, and it's only the beginning of training camp. So, what do you think? Are these bold moves genius, or is the Buccaneers roster starting to feel a little shaky? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me your confidence level in this team right now. Now, the big question that's buzzing through Tampa Bay right now is, who will be the team's backup quarterback, Kyle Trask or Michael Pratt? That was a real conversation in training camp, and honestly, it was a tough one. Injuries happen in the NFL, and Pratt just hasn't had a chance to practice. Meanwhile, Trask has been showing up every day, running drills, making plays, and even looking sharp in the first preseason game. The Buccaneers also brought in Teddy Bridgewater and have Connor Beasley as a fourth, developmental QB. With all these quarterbacks competing for limited spots, it became extremely difficult for Pratt to find a place on the roster right now. Here's where it gets really interesting. Earlier this spring, the Buccaneers gave Michael Pratt a $250,000 signing bonus, a clear sign that they believed in his talent and wanted to invest in his growth. That makes this move even more shocking for fans. But the reality of the roster and injuries meant tough decisions had to be made. With Pratt being waived, Tampa Bay now faces a critical choice. Do they reach an injury settlement or place him on injured reserve if he clears waivers? If they go the IR route, he could stay under contract for 2026, earning a split salary, a way for the team to stash him and continue his development quietly. On the other hand, an injury settlement would make Pratt available immediately, essentially cutting ties and letting him explore opportunities elsewhere. This is a tense moment for the Buccaneers. Are they protecting a future star quietly, or is this the official end of the road for Michael Pratt in Tampa Bay? Fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting for the next move, and it could change the quarterback picture for the entire season. So, Tampa Bay fans, what do you think? Should the Buccaneers stash Pratt on IR, or is it time to move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me who you'd want as the team's backup quarterback. Now, things are about to get really interesting in Tampa Bay. Michael Pratt's future isn't just in the team's hands. He might have a say in what happens next. Imagine this. Pratt could step up and say, "I don't want to sit on injured reserve. I can get back and compete in a week or so." That kind of discussion is exactly what makes this situation so tense for the Buccaneers. Fans are left asking, will Pratt revert to IR, quietly stashed away to develop for the future? Or will the team say, "Thanks for your effort, Michael. Good luck finding opportunities elsewhere"? There's even a chance they could reach an injury settlement and maybe bring him back later. But the rules there are tricky, and nobody is completely sure how it would play out. This shakeup in the quarterback room is exactly what we expected when Teddy Bridgewater joined the team. With Pratt leaving, Tampa Bay now has 4 QBs competing: Baker, Trask, Teddy, and Connor Beasley. For someone like Beasley, this is huge. He suddenly has a real chance to earn a spot on the practice squad if the team decides to carry a developmental quarterback behind Teddy. And speaking of Teddy, has he already secured his roster spot? That's another big question fans are asking. The Bridgewater effect is sending shockwaves through the team. Pratt's injury and potential absence, combined with the competition in the QB room, means Tampa Bay's quarterback depth is now in constant motion, and the decisions here could shape the season. So, Buccaneers fans, I need to hear from you. What do you think about Michael Pratt being waived? And what about Ryan Coe? Are these smart moves, or are the Bucs taking too many risks? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your opinions, your predictions, your passion. Let's talk it all out. And as always, go Bucs!